Falling for the enemy. Genre: fantasy, romance, shoujo. 48 chapters. Complete. There was a brave girl named Leah. Sadly, her parents passed away, and this made Leah determined to learn sword fighting to keep her family safe. She became really good at it. Leah was special because she became the only female commander of the knights in the empire. But there was a problem. Duke Edgar, a person who liked to interfere, always caused trouble for Leah. It seemed like she couldn't catch a break from him, but something strange happened. Whenever Duke Edgar looked at Leah, he would blush. Leah couldn't understand why her enemy would act this way. It made her wonder if there was something more going on. As time went by, Leah's feelings started to change. She began to question her dislike for Duke Edgar and saw him in a new light. Maybe there was a reason for his actions, and maybe he wasn't as much of an enemy as she thought. In the midst of their clashes and confusing feelings, Leah and Duke Edgar found themselves drawn to each other. They faced challenges together, and through it all, Leah realized that love can sometimes come from unexpected places. I bought land, not a man. Genre: comedy, fantasy, romance, shoujo. 68 chapters. Complete. A girl named Eliana who believed that being a fictional heroine was too stressful. She had read the story in her past life and knew it was much easier and more rewarding to be a well-paid extra. Eliana worked as a loyal and dedicated maid to the heroine, Eslin Arnelli. This caught the attention of Sorten Bisto, the villain who wanted to steal Eslin's fortune. Sorten developed a fondness for Eliana, but she wasn't interested in him at all. Instead, Eliana made a promise to herself. She vowed to protect Eslin and find success in real estate. She wanted to make it big and become wealthy. However, there was a pesky problem. Sorten. He was determined to spoil Eliana's dreams of riches. The story follows Eliana as she navigates the challenges of her role as a maid, tries to outsmart Sorten, and focuses on her real estate ventures. Will Eliana be able to keep her promise to protect Eslin and achieve her dreams of wealth? Will Sorten's interference jeopardize her plans? I'll save the heroine. Genre: fantasy, romance, shoujo. 60 chapters. Complete. One day, something unbelievable happened. She woke up and found herself inside her most beloved novel. But there was a problem. She was in the body of the evil sister-in-law, Ailey Britton. Lee Sangio was horrified to realize this. She knew that if things didn't change, the story would end terribly for the main character, the adorable heroine. Determined to make a difference, Ailey, now Lee Sangio, was determined to save the heroine no matter what. However, her sudden change in character caused some issues in high society. People were confused by Ailey's transformation, and it created problems for her relationship with Duke Van Drave, her cold fiancé. It seemed like Ailey, now Lee Sangio, was the one who needed saving. Throughout the story, Lee Sangio faced challenges and friction in high society due to her newfound determination to save the heroine. She realized that her actions had consequences and that she had to navigate the complexities of her new role. My husband is an antisocial count. Genre: drama, fantasy, romance, shoujo. 52 chapters. Complete. There was a girl named Chloe who always felt like she didn't belong. She didn't get along with her stepmother or her fiancé, which made her feel like an outcast. One night, Chloe decided to attend a masquerade ball. While she was there, something unexpected happened. She saw her stepsister Beatrice and her fiancé, Emile, kissing each other. It broke Chloe's heart, and she tried to hold back her tears. Just as Chloe was feeling lost and confused, a mysterious man wearing a mask approached her. He handed her a handkerchief and then disappeared into the crowd. Chloe didn't understand what had just happened, but soon, the memory of this encounter faded as she faced a new challenge. Chloe was forced to call off her engagement with Emile because he wanted to marry Beatrice. It was a difficult and painful decision for her. But just when Chloe thought her life couldn't get any more complicated, she received a surprising marriage proposal. The proposal came from a man known as the Devil of Blish. Chloe was taken aback by this unexpected turn of events. She had to decide whether to accept the proposal from this mysterious man or continue to navigate the complexities of her previous relationships. Between yearning and obsession. Genre: drama, fantasy, josei, psychological, romance. 68 chapters. Complete. There was a girl named Julia who worked as a servant at a Marquis estate. She had a mysterious problem: she couldn't speak. Julia didn't remember anything before the age of 12, and she was told that something traumatic had caused her to lose her ability to speak. Life at the estate was tough for Julia. The people there treated her harshly, but she managed to survive with the help of Camille, the Marquis' second son. Camille had a special power called Arcana, and he used it to help Julia speak again. It was a remarkable gift. However, jealousy and wickedness lurked among the other servants. They plotted against Julia and eventually succeeded in throwing her out of the estate. Alone and injured, Julia was discovered by Glenn, the eldest son of the Duke. He took care of her and showed her genuine affection. Now, Julia found herself in a dilemma. On one hand, there was Camille, whose feelings for her seemed obsessive. On the other hand, there was Glenn, who treated her with sincerity and care. Julia had to make a choice between Camille's intense passion and Glenn's genuine affection. Reincarnated princess loved by scum. Genre: adventure, drama, fantasy, romance, shoujo. 44 chapters. Complete. There was a girl named Koz who had a string of bad luck with guys. Her whole life seemed wasted on awful relationships. Sadly, she met an untimely end. But surprisingly, God granted her a special gift in the afterlife: the ability to spot scumbags just by looking at them. Koz was then reborn into a new world as Princess Krista. In her second life, Princess Krista had a dream of finding the perfect man to marry. However, chaos ensued when the Demon King was revived. The king made a promise that whoever defeated the Demon King could marry Krista and become the king. But to her disappointment, the so-called hero turned out to be a complete jerk. Desperate to avoid marrying the unpleasant hero, Krista made a bold decision. She gave up her royal position as princess and decided to run away from the castle. However, even in her new life, Krista couldn't escape encounters with scumbags. It seemed like happiness was always out of reach for her.